You know when people say, they just don't make dramas like they used to? Well, maybe they're right. If you're craving unforgettable stories, iconic characters, and that special kind of romance only old-school dramas can deliver, this list is for you. Get ready to discover or revisit 25 dramas that are still worth watching today. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe for more drama recommendations, and let's jump right in. 25. A Love to Kill. Get ready for an emotional roller coaster because A Love to Kill doesn't hold back. This story of revenge, forbidden love, and unbearable pain will pull you deep into the lives of the characters. King Bok-gu, a cold and detached fighter, becomes a bodyguard for Cha Eun-seok, a woman he blames for his brother's suffering. But as he gets closer to her, the lines between hate and love blur, leaving him trapped in an emotional storm that feels impossible to escape. If you've ever wondered whether love can truly overcome hate, this drama will have you questioning everything. For those who crave intense plots and mind-blowing acting, A Love to Kill is a must-watch. The chemistry between the leads is off the charts, and the emotions they portray will leave you breathless, episode after episode. It's a drama that dares to show the darker sides of love, and that's what makes it unforgettable. You'll find yourself crying, screaming, and reflecting on the messy, raw, and complicated feelings that drive the story. Buckle up because this one will break your heart, and you'll thank it for doing so. 24. Devil Beside You. Ever stumbled into a love story in the most unexpected place? At the worst possible moment? That's exactly what happens in Devil Beside You. Chi Yue, a sweet and hopeful girl, finds her life flipped upside down when her love letter accidentally lands in the hands of Jiang Meng, the school's notorious bad boy. He's known for his devilish ways, but behind that tough exterior lies a kind and caring heart that slowly captures Chi Yue's. There's just one small problem. He's the son of the man her mom is about to marry. With twists, conflicts, and plenty of heart-fluttering moments, this drama is impossible to put down. If you're into romance stories that mix humor, tension, and unexpected twists, Devil Beside You will have you hooked from the start. The chemistry between the leads is electric, and the adorable moments they share will melt your heart. This is the kind of drama that proves love can blossom in the most unlikely places, even when the world seems determined to tear it apart. Get ready for swooning, a few tears, and a love story you won't be able to stop rooting for. 23rd. Cinderella's Stepsister. What if Cinderella's story was told from the stepsister's perspective? Cinderella's sister flips the fairy tale on its head, focusing on Yoonjo, a girl scarred by a painful past and deep resentment. While Guhyo's sun shines in everyone's eyes, Yoonjo feels invisible and unwanted, especially as her mother seems to favor Hyo's son over her own daughter. But this drama doesn't settle for easy stereotypes. The writing dives into each character's complexities, revealing that no one is purely good or evil. It's a refreshing take that makes you question who's the villain and who's the hero, depending on your point of view. For those who love layered storytelling that pulls on the heartstrings, Cinderella's Sister is a must-watch. The acting is absolutely outstanding. Moon Gun-young, in particular, delivers such raw, emotional performances that it's impossible not to cry along with her. The soundtrack deserves a special mention too, perfectly setting the mood for each scene. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions. This is the kind of drama that will leave you sobbing, but completely satisfied by the end. 22nd. Autumn's Concerto. Autumn's Concerto is one of those dramas that starts off feeling light, only to pull you into an emotional roller coaster you didn't know you needed. Ren Guangxi, the arrogant law student with a seemingly perfect life, crosses paths with Liang Mucheng, a humble bento seller. What begins as a harmless bet between them slowly blooms into something deeper, as Mucheng teaches Guangxi how to give, love, and be vulnerable. But fair warning, this isn't an easy watch. Expect heartbreaking twists, emotional gut punches, and a soundtrack so beautiful, it'll stick with you long after the credits roll. If you're looking for a drama packed with raw emotions, stunning acting, and plot twists that hit you when you least expect, Autumn's Concerto is an absolute must. It's a story that makes you cry, hope, and feel every little moment as if it were your own. Even when it hurts, you can't help but love every second. This is the kind of drama you'll watch again and again and recommend to everyone you know. Just trust me. Press play and thank me later. 21st. Dream High. Dream High isn't one of those dramas that hooks you instantly, but give it time, and it just might win you over. The story follows 6 students at Kirin Art High School, each with their own dreams of making it big in Korea's competitive music industry. Go Hye-mi, once a classical music prodigy, is forced to give up her dream and join the school to pay off her father's debt. But she can only get in by recruiting 2 unlikely students, Sam Dong, a sweet countryside boy, and Jin Guk, a brooding guy she meets while fleeing debt collectors. At first, it's hard to like anyone. Hye-mi is arrogant, the supporting cast feels flat, and the tone is uneven. But slowly, Dream High starts to shift, and so do the characters. The growth is messy, painful, and incredibly relatable. What makes Dream High special is the journey. No one becomes a star overnight, and this drama shows the stumbles, the awkwardness, the heartbreak, and the determination behind every note sung and step taken. The love triangle is surprisingly well done, keeping you guessing until the very end. Characters you once disliked become layered and even admirable. The music is full of energy, aimed at a young crowd, and incredibly catchy, perfect for K-pop fans. While not every performance is flawless, Suzy and Taecyeon have stiff moments, Kim Soo-hyun shines as Sam Dong and basically carries the show. In the end, Dream High becomes a heartfelt tale of talent, ambition, and unexpected growth. It's not perfect, but it's definitely worth the watch. Kadiskimin's Full House. Full House is a drama that blends classic tropes with irresistible humor. The story follows Han Ji-eun, an aspiring scriptwriter living in a house called Full House, built by her late father. One day, her 2 best friends trick her into going on a trip and sell her house while she's away. On the plane, Ji-eun meets famous actor Lee Young-jae, and of course, destiny begins to stir things up. When she returns, she finds that her house has been sold to Young-jae. Despite being complete opposites, she's messy and carefree, he's grumpy, bossy, and obsessed with cleanliness. They end up living together. To make things even more complicated, they agree to a contract marriage to make Young-jae's ex-girlfriend Kang Hae-won jealous. But what starts as a fake arrangement slowly turns into something real. The plot is filled with comedic situations, lighthearted arguments, and the classic "I'm falling for you but I won't admit it" tension. The chemistry between the main characters makes the story engaging, while the romantic comedy elements keep the tone fun and heartwarming. Full House is a drama that will make viewers laugh, swoon, and root for the couple, proving that sometimes love blossoms in the most unexpected places. 19. Heartstrings. Heartstrings follows Lee Shin, a university student majoring in modern music. He's the vocalist and guitarist of the band The Stupid, known for his looks and passion for music. However, in reality, he's a cold person who doesn't care about anything outside of music and has no dreams or plans for the future. At first, Shin has a crush on a dance professor at his university, but everything changes when he meets Lee Gyu-won. Lee Gyu-won is a bright, outgoing student born into a prestigious family, majoring in traditional Korean music, especially the gyeogyum. Her grandfather, Lee Dong-gun, is one of the top 3 traditional musicians of his generation, and his greatest wish is for his granddaughter to become a prodigy in traditional music. Determined not to disappoint him, Gyu-won dedicates herself fully to her studies and lives in a world that revolves solely around traditional music. But everything shifts when she reluctantly attends a concert by The Stupid with her friends, who are fans of the band. Watching Lee Shin perform live, she's instantly captivated by him. Heartstrings is a drama that wins viewers over with its adorable moments and heartwarming charm. The chemistry between the leads is captivating, and the story, far from being just another cliché, offers a fresh and engaging take on young love, dreams, and finding one's path. The soundtrack is addictive, with memorable songs that stick with you long after the show ends. Heartstrings is a feel-good drama perfect for all ages, and one that's easy to watch again and again. 18. The King Two Hearts. King Two Hearts introduces Kim Hang-ah, a legendary instructor in North Korea's elite special forces unit. With her stamina, combat skills, and discipline, she's the perfect soldier. Yet, she has never fallen in love. Across the border, Lee Jae-ha is the prince of South Korea's monarchy. Refined and charming, he appears to be the perfect heir, but beneath the surface, he's materialistic, blunt, and uninterested in politics. When a tragedy strikes the South Korean royal family, Jae-ha suddenly finds himself on the throne during critical negotiations to end the war between the two Koreas. As part of the peace talks, he and Hang-ah are forced into an engagement, uniting two completely different worlds for the sake of the nation. This is not a simple, fluffy romance. King Two Hearts is an intense drama that tackles serious themes like prejudice, corruption, loyalty, friendship, and courage. It shows the growth of characters as they face political and emotional challenges. The comedy, especially in the early episodes, is sharp and dark, avoiding typical cliches, while the romance unfolds slowly, blending tension, emotion, and a powerful reflection on the sacrifices made for love and country. 17. My Girlfriend is a Gumiho. My Girlfriend is a Gumiho follows Cha Dae-woong, a carefree university student who dreams of becoming a famous actor but constantly clashes with his wealthy grandfather over his choices. One day, Dae-woong accidentally releases a Gumiho, a nine-tailed fox trapped in a painting for 500 years. The Gumiho, taking the form of a beautiful woman, saves him after an accident and asks for his help in becoming human and learning to live like one. As they spend time together, their bond grows deeper and they begin to fall in love, despite the challenges of their very different worlds. This drama is a light-hearted blend of romance and fantasy, with plenty of funny moments, quirky characters, and that classic fairy tale vibe. While the ending may feel a bit rushed and underdeveloped, the overall journey is enjoyable and heartwarming. If you're looking for a fun, emotional drama with a happy ending, My Girlfriend is a Gumiho is a great choice. 16th Empress Kai. Empress Ki tells the story of an extraordinary woman who defied all odds. Originating from the small kingdom of Goryeo, she was taken against her will to the Mongol court as a palace servant, but ultimately rose to become the last empress of the Yuan dynasty, founded by Genghis Khan. The drama explores political intrigue, power struggles, and personal sacrifices, portraying a world where loyalty and betrayal collide and where love comes at a steep price. With an outstanding cast and powerful performances, Empress Kai captivates viewers from start to finish. The unpredictable twists and compelling storyline keep you hooked, while the richly developed characters add depth to the narrative. For fans of historical dramas with intense plots, high stakes, and a strong female lead, Empress Kai is a must-watch. 15th Bridal Mask. The Bridal Mask follows the story of Lee Kang-to, an ambitious Korean officer working for the Japanese colonial government. Despite his mother's disapproval and his brother's history of resistance against the Japanese, Kang-to remains loyal to the colonizers, hoping to achieve success and lift his family out of poverty. However, his path is repeatedly blocked by a mysterious figure known as the Bridal Mask, a masked hero who defends the oppressed people from the brutality of Japanese rule. As Kang-to and the Bridal Mask cross paths, his future and the nation's fate are forever altered. With a plot full of twists and turns, the Bridal Mask captivates viewers through epic moments, intricate character arcs, and thrilling action sequences. The unpredictability of the story and the writer's ability to create unexpected surprises keep the tension high from start to finish. For those who enjoy historical dramas packed with suspense, action, and emotional stakes, The Bridal Mask is a must-watch. 14th City Hunter. City Hunter follows the story of Lee Yoon-sung, a brilliant MIT graduate who works on the international communications team at the Blue House. However, his true mission is far darker. With the help of his surrogate father, Lee Jin-pyo, he seeks revenge against 5 politicians who betrayed and killed his biological father. Taking on the secret identity of City Hunter, Yoon-sung infiltrates the government, battling formidable enemies while wrestling with moral dilemmas, loyalty issues, and the heavy burden of his quest for revenge. The show is a thrilling roller coaster, filled with high-stakes action, emotional twists, and well-placed comedic moments. What makes City Hunter stand out is the depth of its characters and its perfect balance of action and emotion. Yoon-sung is a flawed but noble hero, someone who makes mistakes but stands firm in his quest for justice. The antagonists aren't shallow villains. They're layered individuals with motives that make you question your own feelings. And while there's romance, it doesn't overshadow the core story. Instead, Yoon Sung's love becomes a guiding force for his moral compass. For anyone seeking an intelligent, adrenaline-fueled series with a heart, City Hunter is a must-watch. 13. You Are Beautiful. You're Beautiful tells the story of Minyu, who has to impersonate her twin brother Minam, a singer in an idol group, when he goes to the States for an eye surgery. Raised in an orphanage, Minyu agrees to help her brother chase fame, hoping it will also help them find their mother. The drama is a hilarious romantic comedy packed with funny moments, from Tae Kyung's duck pout to the band members' amusing dilemmas. Though it follows a cliché gender bender plot, it's executed so well that it stays unforgettable. The cast is outstanding, with every actor delivering great performances, including Young Young-hwa, who often gets unfair criticism but shines here. The soundtrack is amazing, especially Park Shin-hye's Without Words, which gives chills and meaning to the story. This is a drama worth watching again and again, full of laughs, charming chemistry, and a light but captivating story. 12th, Secret Garden. Secret Garden follows Kim Joo-won, an arrogant and eccentric CEO who hides his feelings for Gil-ra-im, a humble and skilled stuntwoman. Their tense relationship takes a turn when, through a mysterious event, they swap bodies. The drama blends comedy, romance, magic, and emotion seamlessly, with moments of intense laughter and deep tears, enriched by literary references that add depth to the story. The script is unique and brilliant, featuring witty lines and thoughtful scenes that bring the characters to life in a fantasy world. Ha Ji-won and Hyun deliver outstanding performances, portraying not only their own characters, but also each other's, creating unforgettable chemistry that both moves and entertains viewers. 11th, Queen in Hyun's Man. Queen in Hyun's Man follows Kim Bong-do, a Joseon scholar who supported Queen in Hyun's reinstatement and mysteriously travels 300 years into the future, where he meets Choi Hee-jin, an actress hoping for a career comeback by playing Queen in Hyun in a drama. The blend of historical past and modern soul is brilliantly executed, delivering a light, engaging story full of twists that keep viewers hooked. The drama combines romance, heartfelt moments, happiness, sadness, and action with a narrative that grows stronger with each episode. Although some scenes feel unnecessary, they don't detract from the overall story, which is rich in emotion and breathtaking romantic moments. The chemistry between the leads and the unpredictable plot make Queen in Hyun's Man a unique mix of history and modernity, offering a memorable experience for fans of romantic dramas with a historical twist. 10th, Time Between Dog and Wolf. Time Between Dog and Wolf tells the story of Lee Soo-hyun, who, after witnessing his mother's brutal murder by the Thai criminal syndicate Cheongbang, is adopted by NIS agent Kang Jung-ho's family. Years later, Soo-hyun becomes the NTS agent alongside Kang Min-gi, Jung-ho's son. When a mission against the Cheongbang triggers his childhood trauma, Soo-hyun accepts a dangerous offer to fake his own death and infiltrate the criminal organization under the codename K. But fate has a cruel twist in store. Ji-woo, his love from the past, turns out to be the daughter of the very man who killed his parents. This is a dark and tension-filled drama, blending espionage, action, and romance with a touch of tragedy. Time Between Dog and Wolf maintains a dense atmosphere of uncertainty and danger, as the title suggests. Between Dog and Wolf, where it's hard to distinguish friend from foe. Each episode is packed with twists and emotional conflicts, where the line between good and evil is blurred, and the quest for justice merges with revenge. Even though it was released in 2007, the drama remains gripping and stands out for its fast-paced storytelling and emotional depth. 9th, Princess Hours. Princess Hours tells the story of Chae-gyung, an ordinary, cheerful, and clumsy high school student whose life takes a complete turn when she is forced to marry Crown Prince Yi-shin due to an agreement made by their grandfathers years before. Although she initially resists, she eventually agrees to the marriage to help her debt-ridden family. Adjusting to palace life is no easy task. She has to learn royal etiquette, follow strict rules, and navigate her cold, distant husband. Meanwhile, Yul, Shin's cousin and second in line to the throne, becomes a caring and supportive presence in her life, leading Chae Ga-young to question her feelings. The drama blends comedy, romance, and drama within a stunning setting, showcasing traditional costumes and an evocative soundtrack. Despite some slow and repetitive moments in the story, Princess Hours captivates with its depiction of personal growth and the transformation of Chae Ga-young and Shin's relationship from constant bickering to genuine love. While the ending may feel a bit confusing to some, Gung remains a beloved classic K-drama, remembered for its charming characters, beautiful aesthetics, and fairy tale-like atmosphere that continues to enchant audiences today. 8. My Girl. My Girl tells the story of Gong-chan, a wealthy and successful young man who meets the lively and spirited Yoo-rin. When he discovers she has a connection to his missing cousin, he asks her to pretend to be the long-lost relative until he can locate the real one. Yoo-rin agrees, but their growing feelings for each other complicate everything. Meanwhile, Gong-chan's best friend, Jung-woo, falls for Yoo-rin, and Gong-chan's ex-girlfriend, Se-hyun, tries to win him back at any cost. Amidst lies, funny encounters, and misunderstandings, the question remains, will they ever confess their feelings for each other? The drama hooks viewers early on with hilarious scenes and lighthearted chemistry between the leads. The plot flows smoothly without dull moments, although some characters, like the jealous ex-girlfriend and the naive female lead, fall into classic K-drama tropes. Still, My Girl shines thanks to its comedy, romantic twists, and the charm of its cast, especially Lee Da-hae, who delivers a standout performance. It's a classic rom-com that won the hearts of many fans, perfect for those seeking a fun and light-hearted K-drama filled with twists and laughs. 7. Playful Kiss. Playful Kiss tells the story of Oh Ha-ni, a clumsy, wide-eyed high school student who falls for the cold and brilliant Baek Seung-jo, the top student in school. When Ha-ni's house collapses, she and her father move in with an old family friend, who just happens to be Seung-jo's father. This unexpected twist gives Ha-ni the chance to stay close to the boy she loves, even though he's rejected her feelings. Determined to win his heart, Ha-ni follows Seung-jo through hilarious situations and tough challenges. The big question remains, can Ha-ni's persistence melt Seung-jo's icy heart? Playful Kiss is a light, heartwarming rom-com that faced criticism, especially for how Ha-ni's character was perceived as pathetic or overly dependent. However, what many overlook is how her journey reflects the idea of never giving up on love, even when it seems impossible. While the drama shows Ha-ni's vulnerability, it also portrays her emotional growth and maturity. The story may feel unbalanced at times, but it's a sweet, optimistic take on young love, full of awkward moments, personal growth, and ultimately, a happy ending. 6. Good Doctor. Good Doctor tells the story of Park Si-eun, a young man with autism and savant syndrome who graduates from medical school with honors but faces immense challenges as a pediatric resident. Despite his exceptional medical skills, he struggles with emotional maturity and building connections with patients and colleagues. Si-eun must confront discrimination and doubt within the hospital as he strives to prove that his abilities can overcome the limitations others place on him. Along the way, he finds support from some of his coworkers and dedicates himself to his young patients, showing that empathy can be cultivated even in the most unexpected places. Though Good Doctor is billed as a medical drama, it goes beyond surgeries and hospital settings, focusing on personal growth and the dynamics between characters. Each episode introduces patient cases that serve more as a backdrop for exploring relationships among the hospital staff rather than solely focusing on medical tension. The series balances moments of deep emotion, sadness, anger, joy, delivering a heartwarming story about perseverance, friendship, and acceptance. While not perfect, it has a unique spark that makes it a worthwhile and meaningful watch for anyone looking for something beyond the typical medical drama. 5. Master's Son. The Master's Son tells the story of Ju Jung-won, a stingy and greedy CEO of a conglomerate called Kingdom, which includes a major department store and hotel. His life takes a turn when he meets Tai Gong-shil, a lonely and gloomy woman who began seeing ghosts after an accident. Together, they face the fear and sorrow caused by wandering spirits, while also uncovering a kidnapping incident from Jung-won's past. Along the way, they fall in love without even realizing it. This is one of those stories that hooks you from the start, with an engaging plot, a perfect blend of comedy and darkness, and a romantic relationship full of chemistry. The direction is noteworthy, balancing suspenseful moments with touches of humor and heartfelt scenes. While there are a few slow points in the middle, the overall pace is solid, and these moments don't take away from the drama's strengths. The Master's Son has been praised by audiences and critics alike, and for good reason. It offers a unique blend of mystery, romance, and just the right amount of spooky vibes without becoming too heavy. It's a great pick for anyone looking for a captivating story with charismatic characters and a plot that's anything but ordinary. If you haven't watched it yet, add it to your list. The Master's Son is a must-watch. Four Boys Over Flowers. Boys Over Flowers tells the story of Makino Tsukushi, the only poor student at Eitoku Gakuen, an elite school for the ultra-wealthy. The school is ruled by the infamous F4, a group of four boys from powerful families. Domyoji Tsukasa, the arrogant leader and heir to a financial empire. Hanazawa Rui, the quiet and kind one. Nishikado Sojiro, a flirtatious tea ceremony heir, and Mimasaka Akira, a mysterious figure with underground connections. When Makino stands up to Domyoji to defend a friend, she becomes the target of the F4's bullying. Despite receiving the dreaded red notice, Makino refuses to back down, declaring war against the F4 and unintentionally capturing the interest of Rui and, unexpectedly, the heart of Domyoji. This drama is more than a modern Cinderella tale. It's a gripping story about growing up, facing social injustice, bullying, and the challenges of high school life. Makino is a strong and inspiring heroine who stands her ground, stays true to herself, and fights for what's right. Meanwhile, Domyoji's transformation from a heartless bully to someone capable of love and change is one of the show's most compelling arcs. The chemistry between the cast, especially Inoue Mao and Matsumoto Jun, makes the story feel incredibly real and heartfelt. Boys Over Flowers is a timeless classic that resonates with audiences for its raw themes, unforgettable characters, and the reminder that you can be brave, stand tall, and make a difference, no matter your background. Three, I Hear Your Voice. I Hear Your Voice tells the story of Yang Hye-sung, a bold and pragmatic public defender who carries the scars of a difficult childhood. Her life takes a turn when she crosses paths with Park Soo-ha, a 19-year-old boy who can read minds and sees her as his first love for helping convict his father's killer years ago. Together with Cha Kwan-woo, an optimistic and principled ex-cop-turned-lawyer, they tackle challenging cases and fight for justice in a world where the odds are often stacked against them. As they face dangerous criminals and complex moral dilemmas, their lives intertwine in unexpected and emotional ways. This drama is an addictive blend of genres: legal thriller, romance, comedy, and mystery, all woven together into a seamless narrative. The plot is captivating from the first episode, with a fast pace, intriguing cases, and well-developed characters who feel realistic and relatable. Even the villain has a layered backstory that adds depth to the story. The performances are outstanding, and the soundtrack is catchy and enhances the drama's emotional impact. I Hear Your Voice is a unique and thrilling watch that should be on every K-drama fan's list. 2 Coffee Prince. Coffee Prince follows the story of Choi Han-gyeol, the grandson of a wealthy coffee business owner who has never worked a day in his life and shirks responsibility at every turn. His life changes when he meets Go Yoon-chan, a 24-year-old tomboy who has been the sole provider for her family since her father's death. Frequently mistaken for a boy, Yoon-chan agrees to pretend to be Han-gyeol's gay lover to help him avoid blind dates arranged by his grandmother. Han-gyeol, unaware of Yoon-chan's true gender, also hires her to work at Coffee Prince, a cafe that only employs handsome men to attract female customers, in an effort to prove himself to his family and his first love, Yoo-ju. While the premise might seem far-fetched, Coffee Prince draws viewers in with its heartfelt storytelling and deeply human characters. Yoon-chan isn't chasing love. She's simply trying to survive. But when she meets Han-gyeol, everything in her world shifts. The drama explores themes of love beyond gender, the fear of being honest, and the courage to forgive. With a perfect balance of humor, emotional depth, and relatable struggles, Coffee Prince is a comforting, unforgettable story that feels like watching real life unfold. One Litre of Tears. One Litre of Tears tells the heartbreaking story of Ikuchi Aya, a 15-year-old girl living an ordinary life with her family who runs a small tofu shop. When Aya starts stumbling and falling often, her mother takes her to the doctor, and they receive a devastating diagnosis: spinocerebellar degeneration, a progressive, incurable disease that gradually robs a person of their ability to walk, speak, write, and eventually live independently. Based on the true story of Aya Kido, the drama captures the raw emotions of Aya and her family's struggle, highlighting the strength of the human spirit in the face of tragedy. What makes this drama unforgettable is the powerful performances, especially from Sawajiri Erika as Aya and Nishikido Ryo as her classmate who supports her. One Litre of Tears is a deeply moving drama that will make you cry, but also inspire you to appreciate every moment of life. It's a story that stays with you long after the final episode, reminding us all of the importance of love, family, and resilience. And that's it, everyone. These were the 25 old-school dramas that are still worth watching today. Now I want to know, which one of these dramas have you watched? Or which one are you most excited to check out after this list? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to chat with you. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any drama recommendations, and share it with your drama-loving friends. See you next time.